All right, there is so much Harry Potter news to cover, and we need to cover it. So first off, did Ralph Fiennes just leak who Voldemort is going to be? Maybe. Is the addition of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coming to Universal Studios Orlando mean that we may be getting another Harry Potter ride on top of what is maybe getting added to Epic Universe? Could be. 25 years ago, we had Harry Potter and the Sorcerer/Philosopher's Stone release in theaters for the first time. What does that mean for everything else? And also, the full cast Goblet of Fire audiobook is about to come out. So, without further ado, let's get into the news. First off, let's talk about the 25th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer/Philosopher's Stone. It has been 25 years, which is crazy to even think about, seeing as I remember when it first came out in theaters. 25 years ago, I finished reading the first 4 books because I had to finish Goblet of Fire before I could go and watch the Sorcerer's Stone movie. 25 years. What are they doing to celebrate? They're doing all sorts of things, but the biggest thing that they're going to be doing is re-releasing Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone in theaters, select theaters. Look it up on what theaters are going to be because it's going to be a very limited run. But it's going to have 10 minutes of never before seen behind the scenes scenes. So if you're interested in like the behind the scenes, the making of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone, go on, check it out. Maybe they'll secretly drop, a teaser of the HBO series. If that's the case, I definitely will try to find a way to go, or at least cover the information. Unfortunately, there are no theaters near me that are showing Sorcerer's Philosopher's Stone, at least within a couple hours. So, fortunately, I'm not going to be able to go see that. But that's it. There's also like some merch and stuff that's coming out with companies and all that, but nothing too exciting is releasing for this because I think they may not even release anything HBO related with this just because they want to separate the two. But we'll see. 25 years. It's crazy. I know we just celebrated the 25 years of magic from the release of Harry Potter, but 25 years since the movie is such a crazy idea. Now, theme park news. So there's been the rumor of maybe a broomstick coaster being put in at Epic Universe eventually. They haven't broken ground yet. I think their first project is going to be the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift at Orlando, Universal Studios Orlando. But if they're putting in a Fast and Furious coaster, what is going on with the absolutely loved, and I say loved sarcastically, Fast and Furious Supercharged ride? Because there's a whole ride there. Are they going to completely demolish it or just reskin it? And based on the spot where it is, could it be related to the Harry Potter universe and add a second ride to Diagon Alley, or leave just Escape from Gringotts there? Well, the theory right now is 2 things. It could become a Back to the Future ride of some sort, or a night bus ride. Because of where it is, they could easily add a queue that connects to the Wizarding World over there, and we could get a night bus ride. It would be cool. They could use the ride mechanics that they have and just re-theme it. It would be a lot cheaper. Hopefully they'll do something different. I wouldn't be mad if they changed it to something else, but the opportunity of having another ride in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is something I'm not going to turn my nose to. Kong is still a very popular ride among normal people. I know a lot of big park goers are like, Kong is one of the worst rides ever, but there is always a 45-minute wait for that ride. Now, Fast and Furious Supercharged is always a walk-on. The only good thing about that ride is the air conditioning. But could we get a night bus ride? Maybe. Will it be good? Mediocre. Will I ride that ride? Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, now let's get into the audiobook. The full cast Goblet of Fire audiobook comes out on February 10th. I will do a larger video, so make sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified when I post that. But February 10th, we're getting a full cast audio of Goblet of Fire. it is going to be so good. We are getting the older cast, some new cast, a lot of new cast. This has, I think, the most voices out of the whole series. So what I noticed with the first one is a lot of it, everything had a different voice cast actor. But by the third one, because we are getting more background characters talking, there's a lot of, hey, this character plays this person, but also plays this. So the actress who played Aunt Marge also played Bathilda Bagshot. The actor who plays Peeves also played the mirror in the Leaky Cauldron. So there's little things like that where like some of these actors are coming back or coming in and playing a second voice in the background, which makes sense, especially when there's, I think, 250 different voices in Goblet of Fire alone, which was why at the time when the audiobook released with Jim Dale, he was given an award for the fact that every single character that he voiced had a different voice, which was a big deal because a lot of times when it was just background characters, they were just the narrator's voice. Only main characters got actual voices. And finally, at a red carpet event, Ralph Fiennes was asked who he would cast as Voldemort, and he said, "We've already talked about this. I think Cillian Murphy would do a good job. He's already been cast." Which, all right, we knew there was a rumor that Cillian Murphy was being cast, but he kind of was like, nah, I'm not going to be Voldemort. That'd be crazy. It's nice of you to consider me, but I don't think that's a role that I would want to play. But maybe he is playing that role. Was Ralph Fiennes wrong? Maybe. Because the same interviewer asked that question a year ago, literally 11 months ago, said, hey, who do you think should play Voldemort? What do you think about the rumors of Cillian Murphy playing Voldemort? And Ralph Fiennes says, I think Cillian Murphy would do a wonderful job. So maybe he just had it in his head that, oh, if Cillian Murphy would have a wonderful job. Year later, still thinking, yeah, Cillian Murphy, you were the one who told me Cillian Murphy was going to do it. Maybe. But it stands to reason that they went to Ralph Fiennes to get his opinion on who should replace him. So is Cillian Murphy going to play Voldemort? Maybe. We are not going to find out until Quirrell takes off his turban, because it's already been said we're not going to find out until Quirrell takes off his turban. So that's it. That's the news. I know there's a lot of weird news, but hey, it's news. Cillian Murphy is most likely going to be Voldemort. Are you excited about it? Let me know in the comments below. Are you still listening to the full cast audiobooks, or have you just been like, nah, I'm not a huge fan? Let me know. Are you excited about maybe having a night bus ride in Universal Studios Orlando? Are you on the West Coast and kind of mad that all you have is Flight of the Hippogriff and Forbidden Journey? You don't even have Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and we're getting maybe one, maybe two new rides at Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and you still have the same two? Let me know. Also, are you going to go see Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone / Sorcerer's Stone in theaters? Let me know. Stay marvelous, and Nox.